Usually I come on here to give, positivity, good feedback, you know, um, a word from that I heard from the Lord, or even some advice on certain topics and whatnot. But honestly, today and since yesterday, I've been actually having something really on my mind, where it's like I'm just like, you know what, I need to vent, and I'm going to vent to in hopes of, or belief and faith that the Holy Spirit will give a solution through this video for you all and also myself. And this could be taken biblical, and it actually can be taken not biblical too, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people experience this in some type of way or form. But mine is so based on my walk with the Lord. I've been on my walk with the Lord for like a year and a half now. And I will say, I've endured like people like, I've experienced some things where it's just like, I do realize in the Bible it did talk about, I don't know where quite, but it did talk about how following the Lord will be challenging. Basically, like anything else in the world, doing the right thing is going to be challenging, because not just you trying to fight off your own self and your own desires, but if you really think about it, like what causes us to do things that's out of our character, or to do things that we know we shouldn't be doing or don't want to do, this, that, and the third, or even say if you try to cut a habit and then you go back to it. It's like, have y'all ever stopped and thought like, what make us go back to it? And I did. I've been giving this some thought, and it's just like, and it says it in the Bible, so it makes total sense. We be so focused on what other people say, the criticism, the judgment. Oh man, this touched my heart because it's making me feel away. I'm not gonna lie. And also it's like, I peep that when you're doing bad, nobody bothering you, nobody trying to like throw stones, come at you to your face, like, try to make you do things or say things to make you turn away from it. None of that. Like, it's like silence. And why is it silence? Is because people ain't about to really, for the most part, I mean, there's anomalies out there, but people for the most part is not about to judge, especially hard and ridicule on what they are doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we go to our worldly ways because what people say, how they treat us when we want to do different or have more for ourselves or better ourselves, or turn away from certain things that we know is not going to get us to where we want to go, or that don't fulfill us anymore. All of a sudden it's, oh, you think you holier than thou? Oh, you ain't changed. Oh, let me taunt you and show you ain't changed, low key. And then it'd be even the people that was the closest to you. It'd be family members. Like, and that honestly there, and so much of that all at one time, that could make anyone feel like, you know what, like, let me just go back to this. You know what I'm saying? Let me go numb off how I'm feeling now, because this is giving me a whole nother set of, not to say problems, but yeah, I'm getting a whole nother set of things that I have to now break through and endure, because all I'm simply trying to do is just better myself, not coming at nobody else, not want to, just literally, like, I don't, that should tell you something though. If you, like, it's hitting me, that should tell you something. If you're trying to do better for yourself or turn away from certain things, or let's say even on your walk with the Lord, you're trying to walk with the Lord and people got something to say, they're coming at you, they trying to taunt you, they're judging you, they keep bringing up your past. That's the main big thing. Like, when there's change in your life, it's always somebody projecting, thinking you trying to think that you're better than them, or they literally love to bring up your past because they want to get you in the mindset of what you used to be, who you used to be. But honestly, it's like you have to honestly just know where you're going, trust in what you want for yourself, know what the Lord called you to be, and why you're doing what you're doing. You need to really understand that and have that engraved in your heart. And like it said in the Bible, I forgot where, but it was basically saying like it's hard for people to enter the kingdom. And it's just because, like, yeah, it's like worldly ways. Like, everybody more so caring, like what I said earlier. They care about what the next person say than honestly caring more about what the Lord say. Or even when you're trying to better yourself, you caring so much what the next person is saying that you're not even focusing on that this is actually real beneficial to you. So what they say shouldn't even matter. It's going to hurt. We're human. It's flesh. It's going to bother you. It's going to stick with you. But like, the Lord gave us his promise. He gives you what your heart desires. So like, let's say during my walk, I'll be feeling isolated or lonely sometimes. Why is that? Because when you're, just like anything, even non-biblical, when you're trying to turn away from what you used to know and used to be, and you're going to end up not having a connection with them crowds that you used to rock with. It just is what it is, because then they're going to start to feel judged for what they're doing, and they don't want to stop what they're doing or how they're living or their worldly ways. That's just how it is. So y'all going to end up drifting. You're going to end up drifting. And if you look at it through the lenses of your hurt, it's going to feel like you're doing something wrong, or maybe you are being over, positive or trying to want more for yours. It's going to make you second guess yourself at the end of the day. Okay? It's going to make you start to second guess your plan, what you think is best for you, because you're trying to please and you're trying to fit in, or you're trying to hold on to what needs to go. Honestly, it's like a cancer. You're holding on to the cancer. You over here getting the medicine to heal yourself, which takes time and hard work, but you're too focused on how they feel. Nah, what about how the Lord feel? What about how you feel? What about your calling? That's what should be more important. So it's like, honestly, have it written down, y'all. Have it really written down, like why you're making a change, what for, how is it going to benefit you, your family, how is it going to benefit your future or what's to come, your purpose. Really have that, write it out, say it every day, engrave it in your heart, because then, and go to God about it. Go to him when every time somebody talk about you, whenever somebody try to taunt you, make fun of you about your new change, your walk. Like, even with I endured, like, I get questioned a lot about my walk. Like, oh, all you do is listen to Christian music now? Like, it's like, okay, yeah, it's different genres though. Like, it's Afrobeat Christian music, it's country Christian music, it's R&B Christian music. It's hip hop. Like, I got all my playlists that be thumping, and then it's funny because I'm playing it and y'all liking it and vibing with it, but then it's funny because it's like the little devils in y'all got you saying something sideways down a line to me or through the grapevine. What? And I've been letting that get to me, to be very honest with you. I really have. Like, it makes me feel away. But what I keep remembering is what I just came from, my hurt, my past, and doing this life without the Lord. And I refuse to do life without the Lord again. I know how I feel to know him and turn away from him. It's so much easier to just do what you want to do worldly and not have a relationship with the Lord. But when you do have a relationship with him and then turn away, it's like you literally are dying on earth. It literally feels like you are dead on earth. I'm not doing that. Even the thought of it makes me emotional inside of my body. I'm not doing that. I'm not. So it's like, okay, I'm not turning away from him. I'm still human, so this hurts. Oh, knowing I'm isolated or lost some people that was around me, and now I'm like only got a few, then it's like, instead of moping and crying about that, I had to learn to like, okay, appreciate the little that he do give you and store it that well, so he can give you the ones that's going to help you on this walk or that's on their walk too. It's all about perspective. It's all about knowing why you're doing it, who you're doing it for, and that it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you. Don't let what they say discourage you. Don't let what they say make you double guess yourself or go back. Once you set on your life, think about it. When you lay your head down on that pillow, you're laying it down by yourself. I don't care if you got a mate next to you or not. You are laying down by yourself. Okay? When hard times come, yeah, you may have people that will support you, be around, but like, they're not literally going through what you're going through. So make these decisions for yourself and to better yourself, especially on the walk with the Lord, because that judgment is heavy. That judgment is hard. It's like, oh, now I see what y'all mean. And then on top of that with isolation, but just know, like, God's testing you too. So stay armored up, stay prayed up, and just know he's going to give you what your heart desires. So ask for it. Ask for it.